Hi everyone, and welcome into episode 40. 40 episodes of The Witcher, and I'm still very obsessed, and I'm pretty sure I'm not even close to being the game yet. Thank you all so much for your patience while I was busy cleaning up my house after a hurricane. I was very excited to film this episode, but unfortunately, I had another technical issue where I recorded for 2 hours and my microphone wasn't connected. So the gameplay is fine, everything looks great, all of my commentary is muted. So we'll be doing a voiceover for this episode. I am so sorry. Lesson learned, make sure your microphone is on. Alright, so here we are being very excited to start filming. I missed The Witcher so much for 2 weeks when I wasn't playing. And we are deciding to start with a secondary quest called Taken as a Lass. We found a guy on the beach who's missing his sister, who was taken by pirates. So that is who we are gonna go after. And I'm also realizing that the next quest brings us to Kaer Morhen, and I am very excited about that. And worried about missing a quest, because we have a massive backlog of things to do, and I don't want to miss anything on my first playthrough at all. So our first task is to travel and head over to the marker in the ocean. So we head over to the island, and of course we are met with so many sirens, which are a very cool monster, but honestly so fucking annoying.
Wonder if anyone survived.
And bear with me, I'm a little rusty, haven't played in a couple weeks at this point, so we're just doing our best. A little bit of struggles.
Damn.
You see what I mean by they're annoying? This music is so good. I never want to leave Skellige.
Another victim. Bandages? Strange.
There's always one more siren lingering.
Another victim. Strange. Another victim. A buckhorn, sage, and bread poultice. Someone was hurt, had their wounds dressed. priestesses of Freya would have tended to any survivors. Only ones around here with any notion about medical care.
So now we know we gotta go head to the Freya temple, but I of course need to loot everything first. Hauled in a mighty fine catch this time. 7 women and 10 men, each healthy and strong. Top quality goods. Captain doesn't know yet where we'll sell them, but merchandise like this we're sure to get a good price anywhere. This one we've got is who's damned pretty, but a damn pain in the ass too. If not for that, I keep her for myself. But she's not bawling her eyes out. She's yelling and threatening at us. Demands that we let her go and drop her at Frey's temple. And if we don't, her brother will sail after her and slaughter all of us. Now that'll be the day. The first 3 days at sea were quiet, but now the storm's blowing in. Classic Skellige. Storms, monsters. We have our notes, all the loot that I have no idea what to do with half of it, but of course I need it. And now back to Freya's temple. And this is me flexing my park job of the boat, being very impressed, obviously. As soon as I call baby, of course, a huge pack of wolves come, which I hate fighting the wolves because honestly wolves are babies, but listen, they started it. I had to. Yes, I did get beat up by this pack a little bit. We're a little rusty. We're doing our best. Okay, now it's time to head into Freya's temple.
Grant my brother
Turn in our
strength,
quest.
and the sword lie light in his palm, and Nilfgaardian necks lie exposed.
You who grant us love, hatred, and strength. No!
Welcome to the Temple of Freya. I'm Kirisu. How can I help?
You're Karisu?
Aye.
Ran into your brother. He's scouring all Skellige for you.
You know him? Truly? How is he?
Fine. Mentioned some pirates had kidnapped you.
'Twas the most horrible night of my life. I remember fire, cries, and the clink of iron against iron. They herded us on a longship toward dawn. A storm broke. It was mayhem, so I took advantage and jumped overboard. Sisters Astrid and Dala found me on the beach, near dead. They brought me to the temple, watched o'er me. I owe them my life.
You were lucky. Very.
True. Soon as I get back to Bland Air, me and my brother will make an offering to Freya. And I thank you for your help.
Take care now.
You who grant us
So
love,
that was an easy
hatred,
quest. I
and
was
strength.
expecting her to be dead because, you know, as Witcher quests go, usually someone's dead. But it was good that she made it out. She was lucky.
Clouds
Grant my
obscure the
brother
sky
strength,
and
the sword
turmoil.
lie-
So our next plan is to look over some of the quests we have, and I was deciding if I wanted to do any horse racing. We have like 5 quests about horse racing, but I wasn't really feeling it yet. I'm trying to figure out what kind of quests I want to do before we pursue the main story, and we decided to do some notice board around the area. There's a lot of places we haven't fully visited or fully explored, so I want to take care of a few of those before we head out to Kaer Morhen. Alright, now let's see how fast I can read these. First take. First take,
Now
one shot.
here's a manly one. Not like my good-for-nothing Sven.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
And beware of bandits in the hills.
Our guards warned us of spies from Nilfgaard and the northern kingdoms in our midst to drag anyone acting suspicious to the jail. The Jarl. Oh my god. Read us a warning about the stars. Dark times are coming. Every son and daughter of the clan Brokvar should give offerings to Freya and ask for her aid. Whoever does not fulfill their duty will be flogged on the Jarl's orders. Struggling to read already. Doing my best, gal. Doing my best. The dike that protects us from the floods was seriously damaged during the last storms, and all who can work should help repair it. Need a gift for your child? Come to Brigard the Hunchback and buy his most excellent kites made of strips of wood and swim bladders. Our longships are due to return in the coming days. Scouts have brought word of the raid's success. Be ready to honor our clan's heroes. To anyone who might know anything, Nils from our village, he's disappeared. It's been many a day now and he's still nowhere to be seen. If you know what's become of him, don't keep it to yourself. Come see me and let me know, even if the truth's grim and dark. For my sister Britt, who is his betrothed, is still going out of her mind with worry, crying seas of tears and such. I swear to Heimdall, whoever brings me news will get an honorable reward. So we have a few new question marks to look over, and this main quest of finding out where Nils went? Niles? I laughed about the name of the quest called Here Comes the Groom because I just felt like that was a snarky title for a quest, and I assumed already that he's dead. I was convinced. I'm like, oh, well, this is a body retrieval at this point.
I'll be a priestess when I grow up. Don't want no stinky husband.
See you're not from round here. What's brought ye to Speakerog?
Heard you've got a job for a witcher.
Aye. My sister's near drilled a hole in me gut, pestering me. I hung a notice, hoping she'd let up. Truth be told, didn't really expect anyone to take an interest.
What's this about?
Me sister's betrothed. He's disappeared. Folks say he done a runner. Sis claims she saw a beast carry him off.
Sensing you just don't believe your sister.
They had their ups, they had their downs. Neil's thoroughbred skirt chaser, and Brit's just not easy to be around. But family's sacred. You willing to look into this?
Right now, I try to hustle him
Finding Nils
for a
won't
little
be
more
easy.
gold.
Reward you posted's not enough.
Bring him home and I'll spare no coin.
Need to hear something specific. A sum.
First, you gotta tell me something specific. What happened to Niels?
I was feeling spicy, see if I can get extra.
Well, now,
Of course, he said no.
dunno, would you consider dropping it a
I'm
bit?
curious, did any of you guys ever go higher than 50% more? Because I can never get them to agree.
Well, now, dunno, would you consider dropping it a bit?
Only
Agreed.
17 more crowns, come on.
I'll see what I can do. Want to talk to your sister first off.
Britt and Niels had their favourite spot. Cliffs north of the village. Ever since he went missing, she's been wandering about there.
Thanks. I'll go see her.
In your ass with honey yet, hero.
Man needs worries like a boat needs ballast to sail straight and even.
R.I.P. to Mia, by the way, in the last episode. I didn't know that you could potentially save the sheep, and I felt really bad about letting her die. Don't mind me, I'm just judging this man's hunting ability and then bullying him a little bit. Anyway, back to Brit. Alright, so let's talk to Brit and see what she knows.
Need to talk to you.
Leave me be.
Did you see Nils die?
I saw a shadow, great wings, like a cloud passing over the sky. Then I heard him scream. Something grabbed him, lifted him up, then flew off towards the caves on the shore. But he was alive, screaming my name.
Doesn't sound good,
I'll look
to be
into it.
honest.
Ought to explore those caves Britt mentioned.
So we're gonna head to the caves, but also that question mark undiscovered location on the way. And here's me, thinking this is Skyrim and I can just ride baby down the cliffs.
Slow.
Struggling.
now. Whoa.
It's fine. Trust the process.
Faster.
I'm so sorry, I'm a menace to this game.
Grendel watches over Clan Tues, the blood of kings.
But we made it, didn't we? I was a little worried about this fight, but like, check me out here. I was rusty. I was scoping out how many people we got, but like, I really do clap some cheeks here. Chop his head off. Get this guy with no pants on. Get him out of here. See that? Deflect? Incredible.
Ever fight a
You guys gotta
witcher?
watch out for the archers. They're cheeky. Gotta make sure there's nobody else inside. With the one shot. Get him out of here.
Not good.
Just always go for the archers. Archers, mages, anyone in the back. Healers, they're always on the list first. Of course my ego is out of control because, you know, I thought I was rusty, but we clap cheeks in here and I feel good about that. If you guys can't tell, my playstyle tends to be a little bit more Rambo. I like to patent it as I just charge in, I hope for the best. I'm not a sneaky player. I like to just think on my feet as soon as I like to, you know, just throw them in the deep end kind of vibe. I do that in Zelda consistently, and I do that here a lot, and I really, it always pays off. Sometimes. And if it doesn't pay off, then I learn my lesson the hard way. So maybe we just love a struggle. Is that my red flag? Steal all these guys' lunches, all their items, and then head into the cave. Of course I had to drop some stuff because I was over encumbered. Classic me. Red, why is your inventory always so full? I don't know. I just like to have my trinkets in my pocket. You know, what if I need them? I guess. It's my struggle. It's my struggle that I live. So we're heading down to the cave, trying to find Nils. We don't know where he's at.
That's it, Roach.
Creepy cave? Just go inside. It's fine.
Stinks of carrion. Necrophages. Drowners couldn't possibly lift Nils into the air.
So he always says that it stinks when he's around them. Is it because they eat dead things? Like decomposing dead stuff? They're scavengers, aren't they? Or maybe they just stink themselves. I'm not really sure. Let me loot all my soggy bread out of these crates.
Strange scale color. Not your everyday siren. Melusine, the mad and dangerous lady of the depths. Clearly used to be worshipped here. Same scales as on the altar. Melusine cult didn't appear out of nowhere. Echidna's been living here a while. Went into hibernation some time ago, but it's awake now. And it's hungry.
Do the Echidnas build shrines to worship? Is that them who built that? I was very confused. Getting lost in the rubble. It's cool, it's fine. So when I saw this big line, for some reason I thought it was like a gasoline or like a gunpowder line. So I was like, I'm gonna blow stuff up. That sounds like a genius idea. And these barrels were placed all over. It looked like they wanted to be used to blow up to fight them. Honestly, I could just charge in with magic and swing my sword around, but I was like, what if we just blow stuff up? This is fine. Not the jump scare with that, even though I knew it was coming. I wanted to try and use this barrel. But they weren't close enough, didn't really do anything. But we love big fire booms. So we still haven't found Nils yet. Concerning. Worrisome. And there he is. Not good.
Nils. Gotta be. Some monster dropped him from high up. Brit wasn't lying.
This monster was such a pain in the butt. It was like stuck on the cliffs and I really couldn't get to it easily. I had to like jump down off the cliffs for it.
Not your lucky
I tried to
day.
kite it and bring it back further onto the ledge, but it just sat down there. I tried to entice it. She really didn't care. I thought maybe, hey, hit her with one of these little guys. Still didn't care. I'm like, alright, well I guess, you know, guess we go down there. Just fight in the water, it's fine. The loot was also kind of glitched too. I was looking all over for it. I saw it there for a second and then I couldn't find it. And it was up here all of a sudden. So that's good. I'm glad I found it, but I was very confused. I had a weird day of invisible walls and little glitchy things. But we got our trophy. I didn't want to go back through the whole cave, so I was contemplating a way of getting over to Baby, which included sliding down the cliffs, and I felt like it was probably a good option. Of course, I'm over encumbered, had to drop some more stuff. I have to be careful sliding down the cliffs. I've definitely killed Geralt at least 10 times just leaping off a cliff thinking this is Zelda and I have a paraglider.
Let's go.
And now it's time to go tell Britt's brother what we found.
Like pickled herring?
I know
Me,
your
I
kind.
hate them.
Whoa!
Actually, first we needed to sell some
What
stuff. I
brings
knew
it
I
to
was
me?
aggressively over encumbered and we had a lot of garbage, so I was just gonna sell everything to him and hit up a cache later.
Wouldn't mind a look at your wares.
I did have one decent silver sword that we picked up, so I was gonna save that to put on.
Farewell.
So I found this other silver sword. It just needed to be repaired, so I was just kind of looking over some of the runes to put on it. I put on some random stuff, usually ones that we had multiples of. With the silver sword, I'm never really sure if the monsters can get staggered. I think all status it does apply to them, but I wasn't entirely sure, so I think I stuck with, I think I put a poison and a bleeding on there as well. I also I don't know if armor piercing applies to monsters as it would people. So I put on a bleeding and I think a sign intensity. Just a few random runes that we had. I am now realizing I had really nice saddlebags that I wasn't using for Roach, and that now I have 130 weight instead of 90. I'm baffled and excited, and maybe I should check my inventory more often. I also have tons of trophies and heavy stuff, so I know I need to see a cache soon.
What can I do for you, traveler?
Can you trim my hair?
And I had
Wait, is
no
now
idea
it
there
gets
was a
in my
hair
eyes.
salon. Very excited. Hair salon in The Witcher. That's probably not the right term for it, but I was worried. I was hoping I could preview them. You cannot. Shaved except for a ponytail? I didn't know. I was worried. I was like, oh no, I wanted to preview it. I was scared. But that little piece of hair falling down in front of his face kind of does it for me. So I like it. I'm curious about seeing the other styles, but I don't like it with really short hair. I love a long-haired moment. The ponytail kind of works. We'll keep it out for a while.
What can I do for you, traveler?
Can you trim my hair? Wait, is now it gets in my eyes.
And I'm definitely keeping the beard. Sorry, I need the beard on him.
So long.
Would you dance for me, mate?
They smear your ass with honey yet? Master Witcher?
Found an old echidna in a cave on the shore. Tough beast, but I killed it.
So Brit spoke true? A beast took Nils?
And killed him. Body's in the cave.
I'll have to fetch it. Witcher, would ye mind telling Brit what happened to her betrothed?
Fine. I'll talk to her. It's the least she deserves.
Feel like a damn fool now, not believing me own sis. Take this. Hard work deserves payment.
Farewell.
Watch your step.
Of course, the title, like, here comes the groom. He had to be dead, right? It just felt too snarky otherwise.
Got a mug like you
Well, let's
just
head over to
drank some
Brit
rancid
and
fish oil.
tell her the news, unfortunately.
Need to talk to you.
Leave me be.
Your betrothed is dead, and Echidna captured and killed him.
Nels.
This won't bring him back, I know, but I avenged him, killed the beast.
Thank you. Knew all along he was true to me, and so I'll vow to be true to him for the rest of my days. Take this gold. 'Tain't much, but I want you to take it.
Thank you. Take any coin I can get. Doesn't come often in my profession.
I justified that I needed the gold. It's for my gambling habits and my need for nice things. Obviously. So next I wanted to get the question mark on area all the way up in this top. And I'll be honest, I cut out a huge portion of this footage. It took me 30 minutes to figure out how to get up there. I was very annoyed at this point. I fell off the cliff so many times just for this, and I was scaling peaks like this was Skyrim or Assassin's Creed. Look at me. I was like, this is it. I got it. Nope. Down we go again. So to spare you all, I just cut out a huge chunk of this video because I was like, this is pain. I finally got him to grab on this ledge, which I didn't think I could before. And I squeaked my way around, clenching the whole time. I don't know how you're supposed to get up behind this house. If there's a normal way, feel free to let me know. I was coming across all kinds of invisible walls. I was struggling, sliding. It was a hot mess. Honestly, it was a hot mess. We finally made it up here. To be honest, I struggled up here for so long, I literally got motion sick, and I had to take like a 15-minute break after. Shout out to my other girlies who get motion sick when they play video games, because that's me. I was unwell. But we got our ability point, and I love that. We haven't found a place of power in a minute. Now it was time to do a couple more notice boards, maybe some quests on the way before we were about to jump into the main story. Actually, first I remembered we needed to go to a cache so bad. My inventory was full of random stuff, trophies, saddlebags, things I didn't really want to sell, but I definitely didn't need to keep on me because my inventory is a mess.
Something I've always wondered. What'll you
look ill to me?
That's me realizing that we had a tool to drop sirens out of the sky and I never use it. Oops. And I just dropped off all my trophies and other random things. I have so much food in my inventory that I don't use. Like, why am I this way? I have a lot of junk I need to sell. Deal with that another time though, obviously. I was trying to figure out what else is taking up a lot of weight in my inventory. I'm realizing probably some of the runes or even the repair kits are kind of heavy, but I like to keep them on me for when I'm out adventuring and I need to fix things quickly because I'm fighting rock trolls and stuff.
Who's that? Ah!
So I wanted to head down to the other notice board, but we're gonna go by foot so we can pick up that quest along the way.
Thing is bad ships or bad weather. Only worthless fucking sailors.
I'm not sure why I went by foot. I think we were just, you know, there for the vibes. Realized I almost leaped off a cliff and came across a little bandit camp, which I'm always down to fight. One shot, get out of here.
Snake-eyed press!
Killed them off, took their stuff. And headed to the little new quest. I almost attacked that guard in accident. He was just armed and ready. I didn't really like his vibe.
Who's that oddball?
Clumsy sod.
Hey!
Most humbly beg your pardon, but I'm in quite a predicament, see. I'm a wandering juggler from occupied Temeria.
Temeria? You sure? Not Novigrad?
What? Why Novigrad? No, I come from Maribor and...
You're not cut out for this line of work. Memory's too short. See, we've met. But you were a respected Novigrad merchant who wanted desperately to get home.
Oh, but I assure you, all right, you got me. I know this all looks bad, but I swear I'll pay you back, mate. All of it, with interest. Just, please, don't take me to the Jarl.
Definitely won't get my coin back if I turn you in. But try to cheat me again, and I'll find you. I'll find you and I'll...
Yeah, I ain't lying. Besides, you can go to the Jarl any time you want.
Then I expect to see you later.
I'll be honest, I totally forgot about that quest and who that guy even was, but Geralt didn't like him, so I didn't like him either.
Got me eye on you.
Completely forgot about that guy, but he probably hustled me and I probably believed him. My next goal was to head over to the next notice board.
Come on.
So let's see what's at this next notice board, shall we? Overin carried out his pledge and strangled a boar with his bare hands. He died from his injuries 3 days later. Lift your horns and glasses in his memory. Someone's daughter was hiding a Nilfgaardian castaway in her house. The black one was killed on spot and thrown into the sea. Baharta will pay a fine in silver. Remember, whoever helps the enemy of the Isles incurs the wrath of the gods and is shamed. I have no idea how to say these names. God-fearing and industrious unmarried woman who would like to spend the rest of their lives serving the goddess are invited to sail to Hindersfjall to the Temple of Freya. My son Rolver complains that the other boys in the village give him regular thrashings. To these boys, I have one thing to say. Keep at it, but harder. So he learns to not complain. A man that can't defend himself is not worth defending. A little toxic there, but okay. I'm asking for help for anyone who can give it. Someone has cast a cruel, treacherous curse on my family for which I cannot find a remedy. If you have the skill in undoing such charms, or even have heard of a worthy, cunning man or peller who has such gift, seek me out to a house near Ranaveg and rescue me from this misfortune. I cannot spare coin, and he can't spare the coin, but we're gonna help anyway. Be a Skelliger or a continent man. Read attentively to the very end. My son, Olv, went off seeking adventure and never returned, so I'm asking that all travelers keep their eyes out for him. If you could bring him back or find out what's happened to him, I'll pay a generous reward and keep you in my prayers to Freya. So we have some quests to do. We have some things to take care of.
Aye, aye. Lad died young. For something beautiful, though.
So first, let's go see about this curse here.
Rain or shine, here to serve.
I was very excited about all the babies. As we all should be.
Freya, have mercy. Who'll I leave my home to if Tialva died?
Mind if I interrupt?
Nay. My prayers are in vain anyways.
Here you're having trouble with a curse.
Aye, I am. Look, see it lying there. The horse head on the pole. That's
a nithing. Kind of curse. Seen this before. They're nothing to scoff at. Can bring misfortune, even death.
Aye, and the name carved upon it is Tialva, my firstborn. Boy's feverish, grows weaker by the day. I fear I'll bury him before the next moon.
Tried to lift the curse myself, but no luck.
I can help you, one of two ways. First, I can try to convince whoever put up the nithing to lift the curse themselves. Second, I can deflect the curse back on whoever cast it by writing their name on the shaft. Either way, need to know who's behind this.
But I don't trouble no one. Don't know a soul who'd wish it upon me.
Guess I gotta investigate. A nithing. A powerful curse. Name carved on the shaft. Tialva, son of Lothar. Trails fresh. Might want to look around some. What is this? Woman's shawl. Distinctive pattern. Distinctive smell.
I assumed at this point it was a... Geralt, come on. I assumed at this point it was a bitter ex of some sort. Someone that wanted to, you know...
It's clearing up.
Someone that he probably wronged. I got a little lost, don't mind me.
Too many scents. Can't follow my nose any further. Need to ask around about the shawl.
That guard was talking shit about Yennefer and I got real pissed. I'm like, don't talk about my girly like that. And here I accidentally started the second quest.
I am. Hear about me, sonny?
I did that thing where I start too many quests at once.
Let's talk about my reward first.
It's a lot. I need to borrow from kin, but you have it. Won't spare no coin for me boy.
Where should I look for your son?
East of here, midst the ruins of the fortress. He went there with some rogues from Pharaoh. Met him at the tavern. They filled his head with nonsense about some treasure. I said, Sonny, Pharaoh folk are liars to a man. You shouldn't fraternize with them. But he knew better.
How'll I recognize him? All I know is he doesn't listen to his father. Pretty typical for his age.
His name's Olve, a cheerful lad. A bit of a lisp. Nothing special about his looks. Except last I saw him, he was wearing a yellow tunic. Lovely. None other like it in the village. Got it from me a year back, on his birthday.
That ought to do it. I'll look around. No promises, though.
So back to looking for whoever had that shawl. I'm assuming a shawl, a woman, so I was looking all over.
Claims he talks for the... Stop your hollering!
Hoping someone would talk to me, having a tough time.
Terrible cross with you. You and the sorceress...
Greetings.
Greetings.
She had no information.
See ya.
Fare thee well.
I recognize your type a mile away.
You're pale. You drink last night too?
No Nordling will ever understand the Isles. This is Skellige!
I could not find someone to speak to. And this is where I forgot that at nighttime there's less people out. They actually do go to sleep. They don't just roam all night.
Just don't go
so I just kept rummaging around, entering people's homes uninvited. Very confused.
Adventure seeker.
No, he knocked up the Jarl's...
Almost stole that and caused a ruckus. I was nervous. But I couldn't find anybody. I had a feeling it had to be a woman with the shawl. There was only guards out, and I was confused.
Priestesses are terrible.
Everyone's sleeping, and this is when I realized, oh, they sleep at night. So I decided to meditate to make it the next day, because I'm like, oh wait, they're all sleeping. Hopefully there'll be somebody out in the morning. Big brain, I think so. See, yep, no, they're not here. So now I'm gonna come out and hope that there's other people to talk to, because I spent way too much time running around.
Seek adventure elsewhere.
I don't know.
Call that
but I'm afraid we
No one
shan't
wanted
see
to
him
talk to me.
again.
No one had information.
Why are you talking like that?
Went down to the river to do my work.
I talked to her again.
Greetings.
She still didn't want to say anything.
See ya.
Fare thee well.
You're a
Finally
witch.
found her.
Aye? What's it you need?
Any chance you know who wore this shawl?
Course. Yona, our herbalist, lives there, in that hut. Oh, she'll be pleased you found it for her.
I was pissed. I talked to her twice.
Yeah, real
I
pleased.
talked to her twice, and she gaslit me and didn't say anything.
The sorceress, Yennefer, right?
Now here's a manly one. Not like my good-for-nothing Sven.
Found your shawl near Lothar's house by the knife you put up there.
How did you know?
Had a hunch. Thanks for confirming it. You know Tjalva's got one foot in the grave.
Good. That bastard should never have been born. Me, I was to be Lothar's bride, but he cast me aside for that flounder. Getting his comeuppance now. Him and that whole ploughing family.
You'd kill a child out of jealousy? Are you serious?
'Tis not jealousy, but dignity that matters here. 10 years we lived side by side. 10 years. I cooked for him, washed his breeches, shared me bed. And he abandoned me with nary a word. The whole village laughed. Stupid bint Yona let herself be had. Oh no, I have not been had. Nor have I forgot.
Now, I totally understood where she was coming from. 10 years, that's a long time. All for him to just, she raised that man, took care of him, and then he finds a new wife. That is pretty toxic.
Want you to lift the curse. I mean it.
Fine, I'll do it. But I've my terms. Lothar's to renounce his son and come back to me.
I'll be sure to tell him. But I think we both know what his answer will be.
Sure, but now he just faffs about seducing the
This one
lasses.
was easy for me to decide what I think I'm going to choose, because if she's trying to kill a kid who's not involved, if it was between him and her, then like I would have been a little bit more conflicted on who I pick, but she's just trying to kill his son? I don't know.
So, you know who placed the knifing?
Old friend of yours, Yona.
I might have guessed. Jealous bitch! Can't stand to see others happy. So, will she lift the curse?
Yeah, sure. All you gotta do is renounce your family and go back to her.
Nay, never! My wife, my son, I'd strip them of honor. Condemn them to poverty. You've got to break the spell, Witcher. Let her die!
Hero's conflicted. Do we let her die? Do we leave the curse?
You might deserve to be punished, but not this way. Fine, I'll do it.
Thanks be to the gods.
Don't bring the gods into it. This is between two human beings.
The towering hulk.
And I decided to put her name on it. I figured the kid's not involved. It's not his fault.
But Geralt, the Rev, not frightened,
I struggled to
not
take care of this.
his heart tore out, fed it to the birds.
Don't mind me struggling. I could not get a girl to interact with it.
J-O-N-N-A. May it be quick and painless.
And there it is.
A witcher. So? Did it work?
It did. Your son should recover soon. And Yona will die.
Thanks, Witcher. 1,000 times over. My son's dearest of all to me. I couldn't abide it if he'd died. Your reward. Will you eat with us before moving onward?
No. Not in the mood.
I love how blunt Geralt is. He is just so funny.
By the ice giant.
We complete the quest. I feel bad. I didn't go back to see Yona and see what she said anything different. I wish I had, but I did not. Weird quest, though. She was very bitter. I don't blame her, though. Pretty messed up that she took it out on a kid, but, you know, she was bitter. So our next adventure is to head to Kaer Morhen. We're going to work on the ugly baby quest. Well, first we're going to go get Uma.
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
All right, let's see if we can get Uma.
Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma. Gonna take him with me.
Gotta ask the Baron's permission. Thing is, he ain't here.
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you, you can try to stop me. But that'd be an error. A mortal one.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
I like when he
Sure as hell
threatens.
should be.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly.
I'm assuming feed bags means at the barn and the stables, so we're gonna head over there. Take the little one with us. I don't think that's Ciri. I know that Geralt thinks it possibly is, but like, what if it is? We don't actually know. I don't think it is, but who knows?
I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back, though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
Find something else to laugh at. I don't know. Catch some frogs and shove
That's
straws
weird.
up their asses.
Huh? That one of your Witcher games?
Witcher version's different.
He's so
Don't make me
feisty.
show you. Open the door. Now.
And that says I failed a quest. And I was very shocked and confused.
Hey, little guy. This here's Roach.
He's so sweet to him.
She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on. What the?
Oh my gosh, he's so
Quit
funny.
playing around.
All right,
Let's go.
We're heading. I was so shocked that I failed a quest. I hate failing quests, and I feel terrible about it instantly. I think this is the third one I failed.
Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts.
I was wondering if this is because of the failed quest.
What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Sure about that?
Don't even
I
try.
thought this was about Radovid, and that I had failed his quest
Fine.
to go
Lead the
search
way.
for the other sorceress, but it was not that quest. I got confused, but still. I wanted to check and see which quest it was so bad.
And the Third Army will sweep in from the west to take Banglin.
If I may, Your Imperial Majesty, our spies report that the garrison at Banglin consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then.
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish.
Our
At
girlie's here.
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
Here I felt like being cheeky because when we first met him, we bowed to him and everyone said Geralt would never do that. So I felt like being spicy. Just pushing my luck a little bit, you know what I mean?
No courtesies needed. Perfect. But remember, I'm not your soldier, or page, or dog, so don't give me any orders.
Would you prefer I order my guards? Look around. I need only beckon.
Geralt.
Now report.
Ciri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I give you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this monstrosity? I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can—
It's a difficult task, I know this. What of it? Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
So here, I was wondering, why does he want Ciri back so bad? I know it's his daughter, and supposedly he cares, but does he care just to keep her safe from the Wild Hunt? Or is he trying to use her as like a pawn in the war because everybody knows about her and her blood, and... a little confused about that. Does he actually care, or is it all for personal gain?
You gave me. Ciri first reappeared in Skellige with a mage, an elf. Yen knows more.
The Wild Hunt tracked them down, found them there. They were forced to flee to Velen,
where they were separated. Ciri spent some time with a local warlord, a self-styled baron who—
Yes, I know my vassals.
Who helped her get to Novigrad, where Ciri crossed some of the city's underworld bosses. She had to flee, went back to Skellige, ran into her elf companion there.
and into the Wild Hunt, again. Ciri and the elf fled, out to sea this time. Their boat returned to shore the next day, with only him on board.
The information appears of little use, though at least it seems you kept busy.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse. Someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafael Elen, Kedmil Fali. Gladiv Dorn Eptened Bandro Ithne Iacus. Dandelion told me.
Dandelion coming in clutch.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
Details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
This, I was wondering, how spicy do I want to be? Do I want to talk a lot of shit and get in trouble, or do I be obedient? Because to be honest, I won't bring her here if I have the chance. Choices. I was worried about getting in trouble and causing too much drama, but... I wasn't sure if this choice was going to change the trajectory of the story, but I was spicy. We're not bringing her.
Wouldn't count on that happening.
That was no request, it was an order, Geralt. And I advise you well. Do not disobey me. This audience is over. Till the next.
Could have used some of that famous biting wit of yours. Where'd it disappear to? I mean, you were meek as a novice at Aretusa called into the Dean's office.
I merely know when I can indulge my pride and when I must swallow it.
She's a
Unlike
little
some
mad.
others I know.
Ah, I see. So you show your claws to me because I'm a lowly witcher, but...
Do you really wish to do this now, Geralt? We can fight another time, in another place, where the walls have no ears.
I understand why she was being a little mean. You know, she's just worried. She's worried about Ciri and just doesn't want to cross paths. But Geralt's a little fed up, you know?
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
And now we're heading to Kaer Morhen. I'm so excited. I was nervous. I'm still, at this moment, toiling over which quest that I failed. I couldn't figure out which one it was.
Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Whoa there, Roach.
Look at him taking care of baby. This area looks so good too. Amazing.
Forktail's this close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
I was so excited to come back because we haven't been here since the very beginning of the game. This is my first time seeing it for real. And I just remembered that we get to see Vesemir and possibly Lethos because we sent him here after our quest together. And I adore him.
Look who the wind blew in. Been away quite a while.
Too long.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forktail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Yennefer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Don't look all that nice yourself. How'd you get so dirty?
Huh? Ah, this. I was mixing some lime for the mortar. Need to patch up the walls before they crumble.
Lot of work for one person. Lambert and Eskel not willing to help? Don't see the sense in it?
No. Yennefer found more important things for
That's
them.
me realizing Lambert's quest is one that we probably failed. Where we had to go and try and help him avenge his friend.
Yen's here already?
And how?
Huh. You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you. Jumps right into a, we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. And she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Through the bed, off the balcony.
Shame. That was a good bed.
Said the same myself. Solid oak frame, down mattress. Triss always
There it
said
is. She doesn't want a bed. Triss wasn't in her house.
Now I see.
It's either that, or Yen really
She just
hates
hates oak,
furniture.
prefers pine.
So what's Yen planning?
Wish I knew.
Mean she didn't tell you?
She told us what she needs to lift the curse, not what she plans to do with it, despite our asking.
She's gotta have a good reason.
More than one, most likely. In any case, she's set her mind on something. Needs us to stay out of her way, mostly.
So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help, running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
Look at baby, just, you know, struggling. So we're gonna check and see which quest it was that I failed, I believe, and I'm pretty sure it was the one following a thread. Oh, look at how much we did for that quest with Lambert, and I completely forgot. I'm really bummed out. I really wanted to see the end of that because I love doing the quest lines with fellow Witchers that we meet, but I didn't realize this would end if we went to Kaer Morhen, and I kind of forgot because we never made it close to Pharaoh, and I got very distracted. My bad. Next playthrough, we won't ever forget it. Now I'm hoping that Lambert doesn't give me a bad interaction for not helping him. We can all just pretend nothing happened. So first, I'm just going to explore the area because we didn't really get to look around much in the very beginning of the game. I want to check out the inside of the castle and hopefully see Yen in here. And here's our boy Lambert. I was worried.
Leaking again. Damn it.
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Realize that monstrosity, as you put it, might be Ciri?
Yeah, I heard.
Mind showing a bit of sympathy?
I call him like I see him. That's how I am.
He's snarky and I don't fucking like him. That's my initial thought.
Know what? Never mind. Not gonna argue with you.
Right, no time to lose.
Unimpressed.
The monstrosity awaits.
Lambert.
Oh, sorry.
He sounds
The
so
potential
jealous
Cirilla.
of everything, and I just can't. I'm so unamused.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous White Wolf at my side. So, you ready?
Gotta take care of something. Wait for me.
Sure.
I just wanted to take a little look around, see what we were up to, but I think the main quest was to follow Lambert, so I just went ahead and jumped into that.
Everything's ready at my end.
No reason to wait. Let's go.
Oh, meant to tell you. Can't get to the circle through the mountains. Rockslide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side, like when we did the trial of the medallion?
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten, that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah. Old man can't stand it.
Savola's breach. Still haven't patched it up?
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me, though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamandra assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins
He
to
seems
rubble.
very bitter. Does he not enjoy being a Witcher? He doesn't even like this doesn't feel like a home to him. I'm confused by his backstory.
Been thinking. We gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there. You know, for fishing.
Wow. Never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in and scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That checks out for him, honestly.
That makes sense.
Time to fight some harpies with my boy. See what you got,
no
Lambert.
Choice.
2 for 1.
Well. Color me impressed. Where'd you learn them tricks?
It's an art. Learned it from this old master down in Zerrikania.
Yada yada. Save that tale for
I
next
couldn't believe
sorceress.
he said that. That is... Listen, we do have a way with sorceresses. I'm not gonna lie. We've had a few.
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizing, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Mm-hmm. Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to
How
stay
come
out
him
of
and
each other's
Vesemir
way.
don't get along? I'm curious.
Damn it! I moored it right here, I swear.
Line must have come loose.
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
I just want to know, what would Lambert do without me? Because we are just out here killing everything. Oh, he got one. Okay, that one got a few extra hits on me.
Water
Oh,
hag.
water hag.
Great.
Let's go.
Last thing we needed.
I figured I should maybe heal for those just in case.
That stench.
Almost got her in one shot. I was trying to be careful. I know sometimes they throw poop.
All right. Cave entrance is just opposite, see it? Gotta sail across the pond, go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know only 2 boys returned from my group?
You were the ones who ran into old Speartip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's still gnawing at you?
Gnawing? No. Straight old pisses me off. What the fuck was that trial for? Most who returned from the Circle of Elements died within a year in some swamp, hunting drowners for Crown 30 a head. So exactly what was the point?
Ought to ask Vesemir.
Oh, I have. Many times. Believe you me.
Let's go. Jump in the boat.
I'm guessing
All right.
that he doesn't.
I'm taking the tiller, though.
I'm guessing
'Cause
he
it's my
doesn't
boat,
really
not
like
up for
the
discussion.
Witcher, how they become Witchers. I guess I feel like he's pretty bitter about that. It sounds like he had a team of boys he was raising to be Witchers, and then they went on this trial. Most died except for 2, and then the other 2 died. So he lost his whole crew of people that he was training. That's tough. I'm very curious about his backstory because he seems very against the Witcher vibe.
Make this boat yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. Barely see the tip of my nose. Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
Fall off a bit. Sails fluttering.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
I've never heard that saying before.
Right, almost there. Ready for the caverns?
Almost. Before we go inside.
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom, like step softly or you'll wake old Speartip?
Sheesh, you're pricklier than Yen.
Ugh, don't fall in love
That
with
was
me.
hilarious.
Let's go.
And that's creepy. That was
You know,
Lambert's
that
best line.
Sounds like a kid.
You know this valley's uninhabited except for us. It's gotta be an illusion.
What if it's not?
Whatever you want to do.
I knew it was most likely an illusion. There's nobody else that lives here, but I want to see what it is.
We'll investigate, just in case.
You know, Vesemir's right. You do poke the damn hive, almost always.
Yep, that's
Fine.
me poking stuff.
Let's go.
Let me live.
Hey, little guy. It's all right. You're safe now.
No! No! Help!
Fine. Consider yourself vindicated. You were right.
Well, well, what do you know?
We can talk about that later. Got the foglets to take care of now.
Listen, I knew it was a trap, but honestly, I'm down to fight anything, so...
An illusion. Who would have thunk?
You're not gonna let this drop anytime soon, are you?
No, I will not. In fact, whole world should hear about the time the famed Geralt of Rivia was duped like a child. Think we ought to get Dandelion to write a ballad about it. How's that sound?
When someone's life might be threatened, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Enough said.
Of course, the noble white wolf never abandons a man in need. He's more saint than Witcher.
Changing subjects. Did I see right? Was that boy?
Yeah, one of ours. Must have drowned during his trial. Foglets remembered his voice and appearance.
Charming. Let's get out of here.
Needn't ask me twice. In fact, I didn't even want to come here.
Here I
Lambert,
was
enough.
really going on a tangent about how Lambert needs to shut the frick up. He's kind of witty, kind of funny. I did like the remark about Yen. But like, oh my god, dude. He sounds like he hates being a Witcher. He's jealous of Geralt. I feel like he's a very jealous guy. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but... He's like, oh, you should have a ballad written about... Like, are you mad that I'm fucking the best? I think so. So I was really on a whole tangent about how much he was being annoying. He wonders why everyone's fighting with him at the Kaer Morhen. Like, just be nice. Fucking relax. I popped the cat potion because, I don't know, Geralt told me to.
Shit, too damn high.
Not if I give you a boost. Remember? Part of the trials.
A witcher is a lone hunter.
But even a lone hunter can use a helping hand sometimes. Vesemir.
Ready?
Oh, you fat fuck.
1, 2, 3.
They do have cute banter when Lambert doesn't fucking... When he chills out, then he's fun, you know?
Wall looks a little shaky. Ard, maybe?
Mm-hmm. And wake old spear tipping like that.
Relax. I slipped.
We need to be quiet. I could do without a warm welcome from old Speartip.
Ah!
What?
Something fell in my eye. Splinter, I think.
Hope it wasn't from a broken mirror. That'd make you even nastier.
Ha ha. Something tells me he's not gonna like this. Ugh. Place reeks of mold.
What did you expect? Scent of violets?
Would have been nice. Ah, so soft and sweet, just sleeping there. Makes you want to make this moment last forever.
I just decided to charge right in.
Just lost the element of surprise.
Couldn't care less. I'm up for the challenge.
Lambert's really taking his time, huh?
You miss me, whore son?
At this point, Speartip just stands there and I just clap his cheeks, honestly.
Gonna hang your head from my saddle. You gonna live?
Probably.
Let's get out of here.
Wait. That's for Voltaire, you whore son.
Voltaire. Who's that?
Don't remember? Little guy. A scar on his chin, right here.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
All we can do now. Never made it out of here. Let's go.
Finally out of the tunnel, but not done yet.
Oh, good to be back above ground.
Mm-hmm. Still trouble ahead.
You mean the trolls? They're in for trouble, not us.
Don't know who you're trying to impress. Tough guy stuff's just not working on me.
Look who's talking. Vesemir told me about that job you did for those Nilfgaardians in Velen.
What? What are you doing? Killing monsters.
His little face when he said that was so
just
cute.
Came out that way. Come on.
He's just killing monsters. Yen's really sending us on a very far adventure for something magical, and I'm not really even sure what it is.
Ha! See him shit and run soon as he saw us?
Mm-hmm. Never known a troll to do that.
Witches is to walk no more. Stops. East Mountain, Trolley Mountain. Troll Mountain. Huh? Oh. Hi! This Troll Mountain.
Yeah, we'll try to smooth it over.
Stay calm. We just want to get to the circle.
Witches is thing one say, thing two do, thing three do, sometime.
Enough! Out of my way, dimwits, or I'll grind you to gravel. Understand?
Mm-hmm, they understood all right. Congrats.
Run for the cave, before they stone us to death.
Sprinting, running. I had no idea if they were chasing me or not. I was trying to be quick, though.
We walk throws. Yous goes no far more. Witches is understand it?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
Listen, but we trolls come no to Witchersea Castle. Rocks lots there. Pretty rock.
Enjoying this little chat? Cause it's not getting us anywhere.
I'm talking. Fact is, you know as much about negotiating as they do about grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Troll rock throw. Witchersea strike no back. Just talky. Witcher, good? Only you. Witchersea monster kills trolls monsters. Yes, true is. No face make. We do go this. Use sharp back clubs leave here. Use pass. No agrees? We smash.
All right. We'll leave our swords here. Pick them up on the way back.
We want them know. Ick metal. Mouth stings.
You nuts?
Shut up and follow my lead.
I don't think I've ever seen Geralt without his swords on. He looks so strange, but there we go.
Think you might have missed your calling.
Look, there's
If
a
I remember Pappy
baby.
Vesemir's
Oliver
lessons
never
correctly,
comes up on the desk.
Witchers kill monsters.
Your memory's shit. They only kill harmful monsters.
They threw stones at us, Geralt.
Whine about it to Eskel later.
It's rare we have an Oliver sighting, so I was letting him just hang out for a little bit. He's a very shy cat. And this would be the moment where I'm realizing that my microphone is not picking up my voice. There it is. There it is. 2 hours of gameplay or longer, and my microphone is not connected or picking up my voice. And that is why we end so abruptly. The oh shit has set in. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the voiceover. I had a great time either way. Make sure you all like and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. We get to see Yennefer hopefully lift this curse. If you ever want to hang out with me while I'm live with my microphone on, I do stream over on Twitch at 4 p.m. Eastern during the week. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Goodbye!